I'm guessing that Alini didn't. I said Alini. I'm guessing that Amouranth didn't want him to like expose the marriage yet. I don't know. Right. Besides all of this, right? Somebody donated $13,000 to Amouranth because he wanted a chance for knowing, and he did not know a thing. He did not. And you know, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It was a good business move on her part, but still, that is crazy. Alright, chat. Look, listen. Everybody been wondering, what the fuck? You feel me? Everybody been wondering, who the fuck is Amouranth Husband? And I did my snooping after I watched somebody do their snooping, and I came to the conclusion that her husband is a man named Nick Lee. Right? This is Amouranth's real name, right? Of course, I had to blur out the file number. Y'all niggas are weird. Just search up her real name, right? Just, you feel me? Easy, right? This is Amouranth with her. Now, if you don't believe me, right, we could go on his Twitter. Nick Lee Official. Right? Nick Lee Official. So look, chat. On his Twitter, he has a picture of the marriage license. Right? The license was issued in March 15th. No, they applied in March 15th. In March 2015. Or I'm probably tripping. I'm probably not reading it right. That's one picture. Then they made I had to make it a little bigger so you guys could see. Lee Nick. That's the official who was going over it. Now, here's another picture of the marriage license. It was performed by the same official. They got married in court. Here's one more. Right? They got married in court. Easy. And lastly, here's another picture of their marriage license. And then here's a picture of them together. That's the same picture that I showed you guys, right? Now, the issue is that she been married for damn near 7 years and kept the act going. That's one of the issues. And the second issue is that he's abusing her, alright? That was the main issue. So, somebody posted a video on this like 4 years ago about how Amouranth is lying to her viewers. There you go, I found it.
Because I don't believe
right?
Nick is a. So yesterday I was minding my own
Here's
business,
the video.
doing my own thing when a bird flew in my ear and he said, "Hey, King," and I said, "Hey, bird." He said, "Do you know the word?" And I said, "What's the word?" So they told me the word, and that word was Amouranth, and they told me everything about that word, and they told me all the bad things that word had done. And the more and more they talked, I was like, wow, none of this is surprising me. None of this is throwing me for a loop like Sonic.
Right? That was just a little intro. This whole video is just talking about how Amouranth has a husband and she's acting single so she can get donations. That's the issue, I know. But that's not the reason why we're on the video. This video right here, my guy, has pictures.
We're going to have Acres point in the video,
right?
Amouranth, if you are
Here, this video right here has pictures and shit. And then he goes into detail. He goes into detail, right? He's a bodybuilder. He goes into detail and he shows the messages between Nick Lee and Amouranth when they started dating. I don't know how the fuck he got that. Like, it's an old post.
Years ago, where he's telling all his bodybuilding friends,
wow, you seem awesome. Why, thank you. So what's your story? You do costume design, entrepreneurially. Sometime my main business is Children Party Entertainment. Recently started my own company, so I have been making costume for it. Goal is to eventually transition into fantasy costuming for film. Basically, I get paid to be a Disney princess.
How he met
and make dreams come true.
Online who just happens to do
on the side, I make video game / anime costumes.
Cosplay, and he went on a date with her.
Right?
He shows a string of messages.
And then she asks him for his story. I'm actually about 1.5 hours from Houston. I'm a chemical engineer. I come into Houston every weekend though. I typically make my own Halloween costume every 2 years or so. I documented each step of the Spartan one in my Facebook album.
Of him convincing her to go on this date where she's sending him.
Bam, post to Facebook. Now, Amouranth's name is not nothing new to the internet, right? Her real name isn't nothing new. Back like 4 years ago, yeah. But now that she's a bigger streamer than she was 4 years ago, her name is not nothing new, right? Hey, like, I'm not gonna say it. If you guys could search it up, you guys could find it.
And no, these aren't like pictures that shouldn't be shown. I wouldn't dare.
They transitioned from iMessage to Facebook, right? I'm not gonna read this. I don't feel like it's important. But you know, they're having a conversation.
Normal costumes
and then
cosplays,
she sent pictures
because they show you.
She sent some cosplay pictures.
Who it is he's talking to. This is before she got the phone.
Before she got famous, right? Kind of a no.
Dug up deep and
hold on. All right, we're back. We're fucking back, right? So here's his IG. I found his IG. He's a cosplayer too, right? Nick Lee, W man, but his page is private. Smart move on his part, right? So I'm guessing that Alini didn't. I said Alini. I'm guessing that Amouranth didn't want him to like expose the marriage yet. I don't know. So let's continue on with the video.
Up deep and found these pictures, and they found out that you and him at some point went on a date, and that's okay. That's fine. A one-off thing, not a big deal. The big deal comes around when I found out that he is still a very big supporter of you, but you don't seem to mention him ever, which I found kind of strange. Like, why wouldn't you mention his long-term?
Besides all of this, right? Somebody donated $13,000 to Amouranth because he wanted a chance before knowing, and he did not know a thing. He did not know that they were married, bro. He did not know that they were married. That, like, the situation is bad, but knowing more about the situation made it even worse. Because one, abuse is bad. Of course, abuse is bad. But two, right? Two, you were married. You could have told people you were married before anything, right? You could have told people you were married and not act like you were single and string people on. And you feel me? And I don't know, bro. I don't know. It was a good business move on her part, but still, that is crazy.